Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class C motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. I don't get near many of these in as I do a Class A. And they're extremely hard to find, extremely high demand right now. I've only got a few Class C's, but this particular one I think is a bargain. Today we're going to look at one of my personal favorite brands, a Winnebago. It's a 2006 Itasca Spirit 31T, which is of course built by Winnebago. This is kind of their upper end Class C model. This particular unit has one big power slide out, 32 feet long, and only 23,332 miles. And folks, I've already done a basic pre-check on it. Everything on it works. I've driven this motor home. It drives out great. It just came in, still got the bugs on it. We hadn't even washed it yet. Got good looking tires on it. Cab over looks good. Got an awning which we'll pull out, make sure it's in great shape. Got a fairly large exterior storage. Got an outside entertainment center. You know, one thing I love about Winnebagos, and I own one myself, is they're the only manufacturer that builds 80% of their own parts in-house. The advantage of that to you, of course, is no matter how old your Winnebago product is, you can order just about any part on it, at least 80% of them anyway, directly from Winnebago. So if you need this window, or you need this door, or you need this bumper 10 years from now or 15 years from now, you can call Winnebago, give them the VIN number, and they will sell directly to you. You don't have to go through a dealer. So that's just a neat feature I like to point out about Winnebago. They're the only brand that has a standard low maintenance fiberglass roof, so you don't have to go up there and seal it every year and all that stuff like you do a rubber roof. You know, a fiberglass roof, you can do your service in 30 minutes, your yearly roof service. A rubber roof will take several hours. And if you buy one with a rubber roof, folks, make sure it has been serviced, because that's the life of one. Rubber roof will last you a lifetime if you take care of it, but unfortunately there are people out there that don't know or don't care about proper maintenance on their RVs. You got an awning topper on this. This has got Winnebago's exclusive Store More slide out system, where the trays come out with the slide out. So you don't have to bend over and hit your head. I don't see any delamination on it, which this is a Winnebago, folks. You know, this is one of the better built Class C's on the market today. It's about $82,000, $83,000 new according to the NADA. Built on a 450 chassis. Got the 6.8 liter Triton V-10. 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. Of course, the water dripping of it's from the air conditioner. I've got the 4 kW generator, the Onan generator running right now, powering everything up inside. Dash air's cold, refrigerator's cold. Like I said, I've already gone through a basic pre-check, and I'll tell you the relevance of that here in a minute versus, you know, and I'll explain that when we get inside. But 32 feet long, ideal for state parks, older campgrounds, easy to drive, easy to park. I've driven it. It drives great. Got the 5-speed torque shift forward transmission. So it's basically Ford's version of an Allison. 5,000 pound towing capacity on the back, so it'll tow a car or a small SUV or a truck very, very easily. Got a rear view camera system that works great. Cruise, tilt, all that works good. The awning will make sure it's in good shape. Let's look inside. And you can see the striping and finish too, that I don't think this thing's been sitting out exposed to the elements, because it's in extremely nice shape. Exterior of this motorhome looks better than most of them do that are 5 or 6 years newer and twice the money. But let's look inside. Power step works great. So we step inside. Air conditioner is nice and cold. Both of them are. Really nice open floor plan, folks. Very unusually open floor plan for a Class C, but it can still sleep up to 8 people. This is, and I say it's a queen bed. Winnebago cab over, she's a 57-inch wide bed in the cab over instead of 60, which is what the standard queen bed is. But so you'd use queen size sheets. But it is I'm still going to call it a queen bed, even though it's 3 inches more narrow. 23,332.2 miles. Dash air's cold, which I know dash air is pretty much pointless in a motorhome, but that does mean that they've obviously kept this thing serviced and kept it up to keep the dash air going on it. And folks, let me tell you something, and I'll show you it works. And most people don't believe me. And you can put a pencil to this, and you can see it's blowing out 40s. And this is at idle, and 38. You can see there's no check engine lights. You can see the power, heated mirrors, power windows, power locks, Voyager backup camera. And I know it's flickering on the video, folks. That's because the difference of the refresh rate on that CRT monitor versus the refresh rate of this camera. But I can promise you it works perfectly. I used it when I drove it earlier. Folks, let me tell you about dash air on motorhomes. You can put a pencil to this, and if you want to check my figures, but it costs you more money to run a dash air than it does to run the generator and run the roof air. And let me explain to you how. A Class C this size, on average, is going to get around 10 miles a gallon. You got to realize you're driving a 32-foot box on wheels, but it's not like you drive it to work every day either, so what's a little bit more money in fuel to get this kind of comfort? But 10 miles a gallon is about average for a Class C like this, depending on driving and in the area you're in. I mean, of course, if you're climbing a mountain, you're not going to get that kind of fuel mileage, but I'm talking about flat land, running the speed limit 70 miles an hour, you'll get right around 10 miles a gallon. When you run the dash air, it takes away 2 miles per gallon on average, and I've researched this. And I've tried this on my own motorhome too to verify. It takes away 2 miles a gallon to run that dash air. All right, let's say you average 70 miles an hour. You're on the interstate. You're going through 7 gallons of gas an hour without running the dash air. All right, you run the dash air, you're going to go through 8.4 gallons an hour. That's 1.4 gallons more. All right, that's just to run the dash air, and the only thing the dash air is going to do is keep the driver halfway comfortable. It's not going to do anything for any passengers behind the cab. It's like putting a single ice cube in a 400-degree oven, expecting that single ice cube to cool that oven off. It's not going to happen. In fact, that ice cube, it's going to be gone just as quick as it hits the oven. And same way with this dash air, it's not going to do anything for back here. All right, so you've dropped your fuel mileage from 10 to 8 miles a gallon, using 1.4 gallons an hour more. All right, now a 4 kW Onan generator under a load uses 0.6 gallons per hour. Do the math, folks. So you're actually going through almost another gallon of gas every hour to cool this, where you can run the roof air, run the generator, and cool the front and the entire motorhome for less fuel than just cooling the drivers off. And that's why most people's dash airs do not work, because once you put a pencil to it, once you try it out for yourself, most people don't waste the time and the money to keep their air conditioner serviced to use it. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. I've had people argue with me about that, but folks, I've owned several motorhomes. I've tried it on every single one of my motorhomes, and it's the truth. It costs you more money in fuel to run the dash air instead of running the high efficiency rooftop air and keep the entire RV cool. But anyway, the roof air, of course, ice cold. I don't mind showing you. And we're blowing out 30s out of it too. That's a good solid fiberglass top roof. Very thick, very sturdy. And, does great. You've got a sleeper sofa and a table booth. So you've got 2 you can sleep up top. You've got 2 that you can sleep on the sofa and 2 on the table booth. You've got a side kitchen. You've got a stovetop and oven. You've got a residential style sink, microwave, HD TV. You've got a little inverter built in. This is a factory inverter. That way you can plug something up when you're driving down the road, like your TV and stuff, if you didn't want to run the generator. TV works great, 8 cubic foot, and we have 396.6 hours on the generator. So generator is right in line with the mileage on the motorhome. Got a little DVD player in there. Like I said, TV, it's already cut off, but obviously it works. Now this has been upgraded. This is a 2006 model, so it originally came with a CRT square TV. It's got a rectangular HD TV. Refrigerator and freezer, I've got it on electric right now. Haven't cleaned it or anything yet. And show you that it works. -4 degrees, -5 degrees, and 45 degrees in the fridge. And of course, I've got it turned up all the way to this coldest setting. What you're going to do most of the time on these Norcolds is run them about 3 or 4, depending on how much stuff you got in there, because it will freeze everything in the refrigerator if you run it wide open all the time. Unless you just got packed full of food, then of course you'll run it wide open. I like the linoleum floors, not a lot of carpet in here, which is nice. You got a little bit of carpet underneath the table booth. You got carpet in the bedroom, and you got carpet in the front cab. Solid wood, heavy cabinets. 13,500 BTU Coleman Mach air conditioner, American built, of course. Nice walk-in shower. It's got the glass door. You can see it's clean. And look right here, folks. This is and I love the fact that Winnebago put stickers in the bottom of the shower, because right there will tell you that this thing hasn't had many showers taken in here. Because you're taking a shower, your feet's rubbing over that, you're going to wear that sticker out. It's getting wet and dry all the time. That sticker's not going to last long. You know, you take 10 or 12 showers in here, then that sticker will be gone. So obviously, not many showers have been taken in here. You got a light, which is laying right here. I don't know why they've got that lens off, but I'll hang that back up after the video. You can look around the skylight. That's the main thing I want to show you. See that there's no water stains, no leaks, spots, or anything like that. And you can really tell easily with this carpeted type headliner. You're going to tell real quick if it's got, you're going to see black water stains on it or gray water stains. If they haven't kept the filter changed on their ducted roof air, you're going to see a black residue around the vents. The only way to get that residue off is to use a bleach-based cleaner, and it's going to bleach it bright white. So if you ever looked at one of these with this carpeted headliner and you see bleach spots around all the vents, that's where somebody cleaned it and dyed out the carpet. So that means they obviously didn't keep the filters changed, which is not the case with this one. Here you got a water closet with a sink, RV toilet, mirror, got a vent fan, got duct work in here for heat and air, which is nice. Got a rear bedroom. And then this is actually a house-size queen mattress, which is what came on it. It's 60 inches wide, 75 inches long. So if you're a tall guy like me, you don't have to worry about your feet hanging over. Overhead storage, got a mini closet right here with drawers underneath it. Little TV up in the corner, little 13-inch TV. Got another mini closet and drawers right here. And more storage at the foot of the bed, plus underneath the bed storage as well. You know, the day-night shades are all in great shape in this motorhome. This has been a well cared for RV is what I'm getting at, folks. And this unit, and I offer you 2 different options to buy this motorhome. The first option, of course, is the $39,900 price, which is the price that attracted you to this motorhome to begin with. That $39,900 price includes a 90-day nationwide limited warranty. It includes a major systems check by our certified RV techs that will be completed after purchase. And they'll do basically what I did, which is check the RV, but they'll go in more detail. They'll put water on it. Check the water tanks. Check, it's got holding tank heaters too. They'll check those. They'll check the propane. They'll check for leaks. They'll check for, of course, I've got an ASE mechanic that drives these things, and see if there's any issue or any cause for concern there. But we just drove it 500 miles up here, so obviously it's mechanically, as far as running, is in good shape. And we'll check all your lights, all your drawers, all your cabinets. We'll check your refrigerator on gas. We'll check your appliances, microwave, stovetop oven, water heater. We'll check the furnace. We'll make sure your sofa and table make a bed like they're supposed to. We'll make sure all your outside bays open and close and lock like they're supposed to. We'll make sure your step works. You know, and any of that stuff and more. And any of that stuff that we find that does not work, we will fix it. And that is included, and plus a walkthrough demonstration by the RV tech that checked it out when you pick it up. And all that is included for option A. That all that's included for $39.9, but that is a haggle-free, which means firm price, because you get all those features that we have to pay a lot of money for. And now we also have option B. Option B is going to save you some time and money, because you can pick it up the day that you come look at it. You don't have to wait for the inspection, because these things are checked out the order that they're sold. So if you take option B, we will discount this unit with the inspection and the warranty cost us, and you buy it just like it sits, which is the same way we bought it. Now that's why I went ahead and pre-checked it. That's why I've already showed you the generator works, the roof air is cold, fridge is cold, dash air is cold, no check engine lights, TV's on. Because this way you can know for a fact that all the most major systems that cost you the most money are already functioning. If you know, the ones that cost you the most money if they don't work. Now I'm not going to say, you know, you may come up here and do your own inspection on this motorhome if you want to, and what you'll do is you'll give us a 24-hour notice, set a time, and it just only if you're coming to look at this particular one. I obviously can't get 5 or 6 ready to show. If you want to look at 5 or 6 different ones, you'll just have to work with us in that case. But if you're coming to look at this particular one, give us a 24-hour notice, set a date and time, and we'll have the unit either with the generator running or plugged into power, have the fridge and the air on, and we'll even let you do your own inspection. And then you can decide then if you want to take option A, which is the $39.9, get the warranty, get the inspection. You can come back after it's been inspected and get your walkthrough. Or you can take option B, save some time and money, take it home with you the same day you pay for it, and you know, take it just like it sits, just like we bought it. And we'll give you a discounted price for that. If you wanted the option B price, just contact our sales department and they'll give you the haggle-free option B price. Either way you go, you're getting a nice motorhome, thousands, and I mean thousands, underneath current NADA base retail book value. NADA price guide, 2006 Itasca Spirit, 31T Ford, adjusting for 23,300 miles. New, this thing was $81,875. Low retail, when you adjust for the mileage, is you've got a $7,200 ad for the miles. It's $37,324. Average retail is $44,950. So I'm $5,000 under NADA average retail, and that's not including any options. That's not including the TVs, which are options. That's not including the inverter, which is an option, and everything else that this motorhome has that isn't standard equipment. You know, most dealers and for sale by owners, when they show an NADA, they've got 2 pages of options. And of course, 99% of those options are standard equipment. And they actually, it's false advertising. They're greatly overvaluing their unit. The best way to tell if something's worth the money, do an NADA base retail, adjust for the miles, and see what it says. And it's $5,000 under book. That's not including the value of the warranty. If you take the option A, that's not including the value of the warranty and the inspection. And keep in mind, folks, no extra fees. It's not going to be $39,900 plus $4,000 or $5,000 in after-sales fees like most other dealers charge you. We're not going to charge you a dock fee or a prep fee or an acquisition fee or a freight fee. We're not going to charge you for the transportation costs for bringing it in from where we got it from. We're not going to charge you a temp tag fee or a title fee or a corporate fee or any of that stuff, folks. $39,900 is the out-the-door price with the warranty, with the inspection, checked out, ready to go, with the walkthrough. You get a starter kit, temp tag, 45-day temp tag, and instructional DVDs and more. Now, any Georgia resident, of course, has to pay sales tax since we are the oldest licensed, bonded, and insured independently owned RV dealer in the state of Georgia, used RV dealer in the state of Georgia by several years. We've been in business 49 years. That makes us an authorized tax collector for the state of Georgia, unfortunately. So you will have to pay TAVT tax, which is what Georgia replaced sales tax with. And we have to charge that. But then again, you don't have to pay, and we do your title work for you if you're a Georgia resident, so you don't have to go through all that. And then you just pay for your tag after the title work's done. If you're out of state, like most of our buyers are, you'll simply sign a form. You will pay your state sales tax rate when you tag and title this motorhome at your local DMV office in your home state. If you finance this RV, some banks may require you to finance your out-of-state sales tax so they can perfect their lien with no problems. In which case, we would simply add the out-of-state sales tax to the loan and cut you a check back made payable to your county's tag office for the estimated sales tax. You will be responsible for any difference in the sales tax, because all we can do is look it up on the internet, see what the internet says, and 90% of the time it's right on. Sometimes it's not, and you'll be responsible for any difference, negative or positive. Anyway, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Got a great, pretty, it's not a huge selection because Class C's are so hard to come by. I mean, I've probably got 3 Class A's or 4 Class A's for every single Class C I can find. And I buy just like a Class B camper van, I buy every Class C I can get my hands on. But they go quick, and they are in short supply, as I'm sure many of you know. Not as rare as the Class B's, but pretty darn close. And I've got a great selection, folks. I've got 170 plus used RVs, and that's right, folks, 170 used RVs in stock. More than any dealer in a 500-mile radius of us as far as used inventory is concerned. Nobody around here's got the used inventory I do. They've got new inventory, but who wants to go spend $100 grand on a Class C when you can buy this one for $39,900 with a warranty that'll do everything a brand new one will do for less than half the price? And this thing's less than half price what it costs new, and it's ready to, once it's been through our shop, it'll be checked out, ready to go. You'll have a warranty, you'll have an inspection if you take option A. If you take option B, you'll drive home with it, and you already see all the major stuff already works. So either way you go, folks, you're getting a heck of a deal on a nice, clean, well-made, high-quality motorhome. It even has a crowned roof, folks, so the water doesn't stand on the roof. It's got and plus it's fiberglass as well. So $39,900, haggle-free option A. Please call for a price on option B. Our phone number is 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification setting. You get an email every time I post a video. And, and you can see what kind of inventory we have, folks. Now, keep in mind, these are used RVs. I'm probably the only dealer on the internet that actually discloses anything I see wrong with it that we will not cover in our standard checkout, because I don't want any surprises any more than you do. And, folks, I do my best. I mean, you got to realize I usually spend an hour and a half, 2 hours in these RVs before I even start recording, going over everything. And I'm human. I'm not perfect. I may miss something every once in a while. But if I see a cosmetic flaw, because we don't cover cosmetic flaws because that's part of buying a used RV, I will show you that cosmetic flaw. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm not going to risk a deal going sour because of something that I didn't want to disclose. Well, folks, I disclose everything. If it's got issues that we're not going to fix, I'm going to tell you. I owe that to you at the very least, because there are thousands of RV dealers that post their inventory on the internet, and we sell almost 600 RVs a year, and I'm not going to betray that trust just because of a scratch here or a dent here or a worn spot or something like that. Anyway, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays 423-605-6747. Keep in mind, this unit is going on 20 of the most popular for sale websites on the internet. Hundreds of people are going to watch this video. Thousands of people are going to read the ad and look at the pictures on the various different websites we use, including eBay. So keep in mind, these things, they're priced to sell, not sit around. Anytime you can buy a 23,000 mile motorhome with a nationwide warranty, checked out, ready to go for $5,000 less than base NADA, there's really no way to go wrong, especially considering it's a Class C and it's a Winnebago product to boot. So, thank you for watching. Give us a call. 49 years old, family-owned and operated RV dealership, folks. Financing is available. Minimum 10% down payment and approved credit is required. You can apply right from our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Just make sure in the comments you list what unit you're looking at and what you want to pay down. Minimum is 10%, either cash or trade equity. But if you have any questions, call us, email us. We're easy to get along with, folks. We're haggle free. You know, we give you a price, that's the price. You know, we don't do all these games and gimmicks. When you sell 600 RVs a year with 4 non-commissioned salespeople, they don't have times for games, gimmicks, and trouble and drama any more than you do. And every one of my guys are working several deals at one time. So that's why I always recommend calling over emailing, because you can learn more in a 10-minute phone conversation than you can 2 hours emailing back and forth. And plus, time's money to my guys, folks. Like I said, they're working several different deals at the same time. Every one of them is. So it's a lot more efficient to call instead of email. But thank you for watching. We do answer all emails, of course, but expect up to a 48-hour delay, during which time somebody else could have called and bought. It happens every week. But anyway, folks, nationwide deliveries available. Financing's available, extended warranties are available, and much more. Give us a call, 706-965-7929. Look forward to seeing you in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.